Okay, it's time for the Personal Finance Corner, and as always, we've got Faye right here in our studio. Faye, what's on the agenda today?
Well, Sandeep, today we're going to demonstrate how if you watch this channel, you can actually make a lot of hard money, because Dhirendra designed a portfolio, an international portfolio over a year ago for us, and we have hypothetically invested about 2.7 lakh rupees. We currently have 3.5 lakh rupees in that portfolio, and it's done really well. It's a return of nearly 30%. We're going to bring in the man who designed that portfolio, Dhirendra Kumar, the CEO of Value Research. Dhirendra, the international portfolio is doing so well. You designed it for our weekly show, Investors Guide, in 2012. The return so far about 30%. You must be very happy with the performance, and given the fact that you predicted a really long time ago that an international portfolio will do well in our market in comparison to the Indian market, are you happy with the performance you're seeing?
Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance, but I think I think we are simply lucky with this rupee depreciation, which would have impacted negatively or the Indian portfolio, so to say. So yes, we have suffered, and international funds have benefited, but that was not the primary idea behind the construction or the build of this, building this international portfolio. The idea was pretty straightforward, that the reason why you invest in a fund to diversify is the reason why you should have an international fund as well as part of your investments. And the other thing was which kind of, most international funds that Indian investors got initially were very focused, were very niche, were very, thematic funds. They are best avoided. So this portfolio was built with a set of funds which are truly diversified in terms of their the kind of across geography, as well as even the companies which are global companies. So that was the idea, and that should be the driver, because today we are very happy with this performance. Tomorrow we could be disappointed if rupee turns around, and which it has started to. So that is the added dimension to this portfolio, but the reason why you should have it is to gain superior diversification.
All right, so for those of our viewers who are interested, I'm going to give you a quick recap of the funds in this portfolio. There's the Birla Sun Life International Equity Plan, the Motilal Oswal Most Shares Nasdaq, Principal Global Opportunities, and Sundaram Global Advantage. Well, Dhirendra, for viewers who didn't invest last year when you recommended it, can they start investing in this portfolio now? Is this still a good time?
Yes, it is always a good time to be allocating your long-term assets, and our jobs are in India, our investments are in India, our house is in India, so keep a part of it which is not in India. That should be the approach, and diversify it as much, and these are the vehicles. Even if you don't have this portfolio replicated, if you are investing 10,000 rupee, maybe you should consider of that 10,000 rupee, 2,000 rupee going into one of these funds.
And finally, Dhirendra, is a SIP the best way to invest in this portfolio? A lot of investors might consider putting a lump sum at this point, given where the markets are. Would you recommend they still consider using an SIP?
Absolutely. The kind of risk which you are, the added risk of catching a market peak with an international fund is higher, because think of a situation where somebody would have bought this international fund lump sum 4 days ago, and today it would have been down by 5-6% anyway. So I think it's very hard to predict the direction of the market or different markets as well as the currency. So I think it's all the more important for investors to be only thinking SIP when investing in equity, and more so in international equity fund.